everybody, this is me. Welcome back to my channel. Today I'm going to do my first seafood boil. I haven't done it before. I've been watching B-Love and I'm just inspired because she makes it look so good. Anyways, enough with that because I'm upset because I didn't get to get her sauce. On another note, let's start with the first one. This is from the crab bucket and it's a garlic. Like, it's literally a whole lobster, y'all. Garlic, and there's some more in there. Garlic, butter, for the third time. How many times did I say garlic? It's pretty good. Did I wash my hands? Okay. Take two. Welcome back. I'm back. She's back. My name is Mimi. Welcome back to my channel. It's been a long time. Once again, this is a mild flavor. No, this is medium. Next one was mild and then wild. So I wasn't trying to do no eye-watering type stuff. I like spicy, but for the first time, we'll see how spicy this is. Anyways, yeah, a lot of times I see people just biting into this. This is a whole shell on here. No way. Not doing that one. But, yeah, so my other videos are more like book reviews because I graduated 2016 and I was like fresh. I feel like more in the mindset of like reading and learning, and I love that. And I still read and learn, but not. I could have went spicier. Anywho, I loved doing book reviews because I like, oh, see, I'm too critical for all this. The shrimp ain't clean. Oh, God. Anyway, I was more or less, I feel like back when I was doing this the first time around, I liked to talk more about stuff that I was doing at the time, obviously, which was reading a lot. Use your Cajun fries. What I ended up learning was reading and learning is great, but there also comes a point in your life where you have to apply everything that you've read and learned. And 2019 has been a lot of learning for me. 2019 was filled up a lot of good things, a lot of things that I feel like I've been through that I should have learned from already and not had to go through again, but I'm not even upset. I feel like you can't be, right? You have to just kind of move along with it, learn, grow, do better, be better, you know better, do better type thing. I don't know who said that originally, but really good saying. A lot of people have said it. I'm sure you've heard it. See, this like ruins it for me. Like, to me, like, shrimp has to be clean. Like, oh my God. Yeah, you guys forgive me. I'm sure, whatever. I'm gonna eat it how I like to eat it, and I like to eat my shit clean. Excuse me, my food clean. Maybe I should move on to something else. See, B-Love, I gotta come eat with you because I'm pretty sure I feel like your stuff is clean. Like, how do you just eat? Oh my God. You guys, I don't think I'm really about that life now that I'm trying it and doing it, unless it's like peeled and clean and looking how I'm like used to it looking after it's been clean and peeled. And yeah, oh my gosh, I'm gonna have to call my friends and they gonna help me with this because I'll continue with my conversation though. Back at it again. Last video I believe was what, 2018 in like March or something like that, and I did a couple and they were cool, but now I kind of have another direction I want to go in, and that is in what I'm doing now. Pretty much trying new things that I would not otherwise probably try, like unclean shrimp. But this lobster is really good. This lobster. The fries are good too. These are just gonna sit here and look cute because it's lime, not lemon. And if you can't already tell, I'm very picky. I just think that lime is going to give me a taste that I don't want. But anyway, let me know what other stuff you guys kind of want to see. I do have a mukbang coming up that I'm going to be doing with my friends. But it's going to be a lot of fun. Because they're a lot of fun. Oh yeah. This is what I'm trying to bust down on right now. I don't think I'm doing the greatest job, but you know, first time for everything. Whatever. I'm already kind of full, low key. This is really a lot of food, but whatever. Anyways, woo, shit. What are you guys expecting out of 2020? What do you guys feel like was the highlight of 2019? We already remember the bad things that happen over the good most time. So we'll recap the good things so that we can hopefully speak more good things into existence. I feel like talking about good things circulates good energy. Yeah, bad and good does exist. Positive can't exist without the negative. But right now, closing out the year of 2019, I feel like I learned a lot. I applied a lot that I learned. Instead of asking for a lot of advice, which I'm an advice person, like I would like to hear, like, obviously I feel like it's better to, ooh, this is spiky, dude. I'm not trying to cut myself. Obviously I feel like it's better to, a wise person learns from the mistakes of others too. But I also feel like when other people have gone through it and done it and it's come out a certain way, there's something to be said for that experience and to learn from that experience. Learn from it in a way that you won't do the same things that that person did. Or, you know, I guess one thing I've learned too is that, you know, 26 orbits around the sun. I'm also a sunflower fan, so if you a slumflower fan. I don't think she makes a lot of videos, but I think the content that she does produces is really quality. So that's one thing that I got from her. I think confidence and self-efficacy and obviously self-love was a term that we used a lot of this year. Self-love and toxic and triggered, and but one thing, I think I listened to a J. Cole interview, and he pretty much kind of just spoke about how, like, he had took a break from social media, and when he went back on it, he realized the same kind of things were there, even though he had took a break and went away from it and felt like he was above it. When he went back, those same kind of like feelings and triggers that he had before would come back. And he realized the solution wasn't to just say, okay, I'm gonna get off social media and never do it. It's to learn why you feel like how you feel, why you're reacting the way you're reacting or responding the way you're responding. Yeah. I'll be having lemon and avocado and stuff in my kitchen, so I'll be having fruit flies every now and then, but we're gonna put an end to that because it's getting cold. And I don't know, I think I put everything in the refrigerator. I'm one of those weird people that everything goes in the refrigerator. Lemons, avocados, probably stuff that most people would leave out. I like refrigerated. Except for hot sauce. For some reason, hot sauce is pretty good, not refrigerated. I'm gonna go for one of these shrimps again because it just sucks to have a whole pound of shrimp and just not really want to funk with them like that. Funk. F-O-N-K. Funk. With them like that. Ooh, see, this one's clean. How is it that some of them are and some of them aren't? Look at that. See, that's what I mean. That right there, that's clean. You dip you in a little butter. And this little stuff that's supposed to be spicy, but not spicy. Beloved, I need that sauce, girl. I need that sauce. I need that sauce. I scratched my single. My birthday was a couple weeks ago. I had lashes. I scratched them off. And they feel so bald now. I mean, I put mascara on them. You know, you can go from having like 3D lashes to like no lashes. You can feel the difference. You just can. What else this year? Oh, shout out my homegirl. She started law school this year. My homegirl, Ja. She started law school. She's going to school in New Orleans. And I'm excited to go visit her. Because that's my girl. We studied abroad in Spain together. So we just, I don't know. I feel like when you study abroad with someone, when you leave the country and like have these different experiences that you don't get to, you won't get to share with everyone else, because it's not like somewhere where a lot of people have kind of gone with you, or just whatever. When you have experiences like that, experiences like that. Cajun spice. I feel a little runny nose coming on. It must be like the peppers and stuff are kind of getting into my senses, but it's not spicy at all. Another thing, ain't no being scared in 2020. Oh, one thing I really feel like 2019 was a lot of energy and vibration, and the universe this and the universe that, and like all that stuff is great. It really is. But me personally, yes, I have my own like beliefs and relationship, but I know who created the universe is what I'm trying to get at. I believe that this part of my life, more than ever, I feel like I more or less think that I'm taking more ownership, and I've had to like be careful with that too, right? Because there's a difference between taking ownership, you know, being self-motivated and things like that, and you know, having a confidence about yourself where you're like, okay, I'm going to deal with my problems, instead of being like, well, this happened to me. What happened to me? Why did this happen to me? And instead be like, you know what am I going to do about it? What's the next step? What needs to happen now type attitude. And I think clean. I think a lot of this year was me doing shit, doing things on my own, and realizing that you can't completely turn a blind eye to your faith and try to just figure out your own thing. I mean, you can. How do I say this? Basically, I straight out AWOL from church. I really was going consistently and stopped going after like February. You know, wanted to find my own like true understanding of things. I was learning more information, receiving more information, learning about different things that I never really like opened my mind to, because I had, you know, such a strong belief in one way. And I just kind of feel like I've been more authentic with myself this year. Things that I had questions about or wasn't really sure about, it came out this year. And yeah, it was good. But I don't want to lose myself in nothing. And while I had a lot of good experiences, I know that at the end of the day, everything that I've experienced till this point, and everything I've been through till this point, and everything that I've attained and have till this point has been due to the blessings from the Most High, the Almighty God above. So I've had to really kind of like be more in control of my words, and more in control of my actions, and more in control of my idle thinking. And when I say idle thinking, I mean like when you're not really intending to think about something, when you're not doing a task, but your mind like has these random thoughts. Brings me to my next point. All I'll say is having a strong belief system, a strong grounded belief system, not something that's wavering and changes every other day, or that when stuff hits the fan, you really don't believe in it, or you don't know if you believe in it for sure. That's what 2019 was for me, was figuring out, what do you really believe in? When the rubber meets the road, when stuff hits the fan, when it comes down to it, what do you really believe in? Not what have you been told, not what have you, you know, been raised as or taught, but what do you really believe in? And it comes out when you're going through something. If, you know, what do you turn to? And I had to, you know, really pay attention to the stuff that I was turning to, and the kind of like advice and who I was seeking it from. And just kind of like, I don't know, I'm still learning. I don't know why I'm saying all this in past tense. I'm saying it all in past tense because 2019 is about to be past tense. That's why I'm saying in past tense. But what I mean is like learning, and life is an everyday process. And I guess like I feel like looking back, I just wanted to kind of read these things, learn these things from other people, and not necessarily have to go through them. But 2019 kind of forced me to go through some things. And it was good. I'm starting off 2020 excited, starting new projects that I won't speak on yet, because I feel like it's important to harvest your energy in the place that you want it to go before you start telling everybody which I struggle with a lot, but I'm getting better at, because I don't want to block my blessing before it even makes it to me. But yeah, do what you want to do, in the sense that don't put things off and think. I always have been a person that like, oh, you know, everybody's doing this, I don't want to do that, too many people are doing this, or I'm a go against the grain type of person. I'm that coworker that you kind of like, you like at first, you really want to work with, and like they're super cool with me at first, but then again you stop liking me because you start realizing that like I'm not going to try to be like you, like I'm going to do my own thing. And it has been to my detriment sometimes. It has. I'm going to just have a moment of silence on that while I work through this. With that being said, I learned from it. And I'm continuing to learn from it. And I think that you will go through things until you learn from them. And 2019, my word for 2019 is execute. Because I know how to plan, I know how to set goals, I know how to think on positive things. But now it's time to, oh yeah, y'all. Now it's time to actually come forth with it. Put my money where my mouth is. I like how that sounds. So this food was expensive. So y'all see me over here eating it. I'm full now at this point. I'm pretty much like done, but I ain't trying to. Word for 2019. Try. Word for 2020. Execute. Rest in peace, John Witherspoon. We lost him this year, 2020. Nipsey Hussle, plenty of countless others, but that in the youth. So if you're somebody that's big on working with youth or want to contribute to something like that, please hit me up. Obviously, I'd like to see some work that you've done before. For example, I've already worked with a school in Jamaica. I've already made sure that I was able to do a project, that I was able to provide them with certain resources, and I can produce evidence of that. And I would like to work with somebody that is able to do the same thing, although I know that sometimes ideas are stuck in our head and we can't really get them out, and it helps to have someone else that thinks the same way that wants to work with you. But please know this, and this is also what I learned in 2019. Unless you are showing proof that you are about what you say you're about, and that you're going to do what you say you're going to do, and that you can deliver the results you're talking about being able to deliver, then people are just not going to be about, like, really caring. You may mean well, you may have all these great plans and ideas, but somehow, some way, figure out how to try to materialize that. How to materialize that, not try. Execute.